I trained a couple of clients before. It wasn't a group of three, it was actually a group of two. It was a husband and wife. We started off doing sessions that were together, but they progressed at a different rate of knots. So over the space of probably 6 months, we then split apart. So I then booked a 2-hour session and we did a separate hour each. But to start with, one was excelling at more of a rate of knots than the other, and they both decided that the group setting wasn't for them. Sometimes it isn't. It really depends on your goals. Two people can want really different things out of a session, and to get that into one session for 2 to 3 people can sometimes be a bit more complicated, but there's ways around everything. And like I said, it's more about having fun in a session. I want you to come into a session, do a warm-up, get to the end of the session and think to yourself, I can't believe that was an hour, that's gone really quick, I really enjoyed that, rather than getting to 30 minutes into a session and think, oh no, I've got another half an hour of this to go. So I'd rather it was like a fun session. Yeah, right, sometimes you need to be stricter on form and stricter on breathing and stuff like that, but I'll give you visual cues. I'll just go like that, and they know on that cue they need to breathe, or I'll just go like that and they know that their elbow's in the wrong place or their wrist needs to come back. To start with, it's all a learning process, but then past that it becomes a skill. You haven't even got to think about it. It's like driving a car. The first time you drove a car, you didn't know what to do. After a couple of months, you'll do it instinctively. You won't even think about doing it. It'll just become second nature and it'll just become habit. And from that point, that's when you start to fly.